So this is the different quarter than the rest of the two that we have covered in the previous lectures. So how to draw this quarter? So for drawing this quarter, let me first show you the logic. So here, as you know that I can be started from 4 to 1 or 1 to 4, or J also can be started with 4 to 1 or 1 to 4, right? But now there is one logic over here. Here I am printing space also, right? So you can see that wherever you can see this empty space that exists, actually we are printing space. So in this kind of pattern, first I am printing space, and then after some logic I am printing star, right? So this row is combination of space plus star. This is also repeatedly printed, stars are also repeatedly printed. So you know that for this is I, right? So you know that for loop of I, inside this loop you are going to use two other loops, one for space and one for star, right? Because you can see this is repeatedly printing space, this is repeatedly printing star. Here also space and star, and only stars, right? So here for one row is consisting of space plus star. So inside the nested loop I am going to take one loop for star and one loop for space. First it will print space, so first loop is for printing spaces and other loop is for printing star. So let me first write printf. Nothing is to be done, just put a space over there. Here also printf star is printed, right, without any spaces. Now what should be the loop of I? Now we know that I can be 1 to n or n to 1 only, right? There is no other variable. So I can either start with I equal to 1, I is less than equal to 5, I plus, right? So now I know that this I is starting with 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what is the observation? The observation is that, let me start this with 4 so that it will similar to our pattern. So here 4. Right. Now what is the observation? That in this 4, total digit 4, some are spaces and some are star, but star plus sum is equal to total number of rows, right? So I know that if I want to print 3 spaces, the spaces will be like printing from 3, 2 and 1. So what I am saying, that when I equal to 1, spaces are printed for 3 times. That means this loop is executed for 3 times. This loop is executed for 3 times, right? So I can say 3, 2 and 1. Then when I equal to 2, space is executed from say 2 or 1. Similarly for I equal to 1, space is executed only for the 1 time. So how can I write? I can write j equal to 5 minus I, j greater than 0, j minus. So this way when I value is 1, j will be starting with, or here it will be 4, sorry, it will be 4. Right, so j will be, for I equal to 1, j will be starting from 3, 2 and up to 1. When I will be 2, j will be starting from 2 and 1. When I will be 3, j will be starting from 1, right? So I hope you understand that what I have written, 4 minus I, j greater than 0, I am going to print space. So after it prints space, it is not going to go new line, because new line will be here, right, in this I. So new line will be here in the ith loop. In jth loop we are not going to use new line. In between jth loop and kth loop we are not going to use new line. So in similar line it is going to print star. How many times? So I know that for I equal to 1, star equal to star is printed for 1 time. So kth loop is executed from 1. For I equal to 2, we are printing 2 stars. So k's value will be 1 and 2. Similarly, for I equal to 3, k's value will be 1, 2, 3. So if I am taking integer k, it is starting with k less than or equal to I and k plus plus. Right. So how can I write a code for that? So for that, let me open my IDE. If I write include stdio dot h here int main, inside int main I am writing return 0. Now I am taking int I, j and k, where I is for printing rows, j is for printing spaces and k is for printing stars. Now I am starting the loop. For I equal to 1, I is less than equal to 4, I plus plus, inside this I am writing printf slash and here inside this it will be printing for j equal to starting with 4 minus I, j greater than 0, j minus minus. And here I am printing just a space, so just a space is there. Now here I am printing another loop for k starting with 1, k is less than or equal to I, k plus plus, and inside k plus plus I am printing it printf star. Right, so this is the loop, and once this entire loop is over and this loop is also over, so this will print 3 spaces, then this will print 1 star, then it will go to new line. You can see this will print 3 spaces and 1 star, and then after it is going to new line, right? And then again in the new line it is going to print according to the value of I, which is changed to 2, right? So it will execute in that way. Now let me just say this program, compile it and run it. You can see it is printing desired pattern, right? So it is printing desired pattern. Now we will see the variants of this pattern. So now here, if I am printing instead of this, if I am printing %d and value of I, let me save and show you. You can see it is printing 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 and 4, 4, 4, 4 in this way. Now, if I am printing the value of k over here, because it is written inside k, so if I am printing value of k, I can see that it is printing, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, in that way. Now, you can create any kind of variants and patterns, and you can improve your knowledge of pattern by this method. Now, let me show you one interesting thing. So here, instead of printing just star, I am printing star space. So as you can see, I am printing space, or either you can also copy this and this over here. Let me see and compile and execute. You can see you can print a pyramid like this also. So if they are asking you to print a pyramid, you just need to add a space in between the previous quarter, right? So here, now what if you want to print 1, 2, 3, like instead of this you can write %d, and here you are printing the value of k. So now if you are printing it with space, you can see 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, this kind of pyramid can be built. Now let me show you one another thing, that I am taking one int variable count, and count is incremented every time the value of k is there. So here count is initialized as 0, and every time when loop comes to this k, count will be incremented and value of count will be printed. So let me save this program, compile it and run it. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is printed. Now what if you want to print, say, something like this? If you want to print something like this, what will be the change? let me show you first. Right, so now if you want to print A, B, C, D, E, F, you want to print the alphabets. So what will be the change over here? So instead of int count, you can take char count, which is initialized to A. Right, here you can print percentage C. Let me save this program, compile it and run it. You can see it is printing B, C, D. Okay, so every time I am incrementing it, so I will first print count and then incrementing. So now let me compile it and run it again. You can see it is printing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Right. Now similar way, what if I want to print a pattern like something like this? So let me erase this pattern. I want to print a pattern like this, that A, 1, 2, B, C, D, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So if you have observed over here for even number of rows, so if I starting with 1, if the number is odd, then I am printing alphabets, right? And if I is equal to even, then I am printing numbers. How can I change this? So inside this practical, what I am going to do, I am going to take count A, that is count alphabet, and int count N, that is count number, which is initialized with 1. Right. Now what I am going to do, inside this I am checking, inside this K. So I am going to cut this. If I modulo 2 equal to 0, that means if the row is even, right, then what I am going to print? I am going to print count row. What was that? For row is even, I am going to print numbers. So here I am going to print count and here it will be percentage D, and then it will do count plus, right. Otherwise, if this is not the case, so in else part I am going to print something like this. Let me copy this, and here I am going to print count C. It was C, or okay, it was A, count A, right, and here it will be percentage C. Let me save this program, compile it and run it. What is an issue? Okay, so we have not declared what is an issue? Count N. So it is con N. What I have written? It is count, right? Let me see. If I compile and run, here it will be count N plus plus, and here it will be count A plus plus. So these are some silly mistakes that you can easily identify from the list of errors. Now you can see the desired pattern can be written. Now also what can be done, if you want to print A, 1, 2, then if you want to print something like this. So suppose instead of this pattern you want to print, something as A, 1, 2, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you can see that every time when I changes, I am starting with 1. Every time when I changes, I am initializing count N and count A. So what will be the change? Every time after slash N, I am doing count N equal to 0 and count A equal to A. Every time I am initializing it, right? So every time it will do plus plus. So now let me save this program, compile it and run it. You can see it is printing 0. So I have initialized it with 0. That's why it is happening. Let me initialize it with 1. So let me save the program, compile it and run it. So it is printing something like this. So this way you can have so many amounts of patterns. You can create your own pattern and codes and you can practice it. Right. Now there is only one quarter remains, that is the quarter like this. So we have already performed a quarters like this quarters. So from if this is a square, we have performed a quarter like this. We have already performed this using pyramids. We have performed this also. Okay, this will be not here. This will be over here. We have performed something like this also. We have performed something like this. Right. Now only this part remains, in which I can print the pyramid in upside down pyramid, right? So only this quarter remains. If you want, you can practice this quarter by yourself. If you have understand the patterns logic, then it is very easy for you to understand this quarter as well. I hope you enjoy this class, and if you have any doubt, you can comment below the comment section and ask me. See you in the next class with different patterns. Thank you so much.